the flex, ayy. Bumping Justin Bieber, the fever, head left, ayy. She know what she need, or she blessed, ayy. Giving you my best, ayy. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve.
Hello everybody and welcome to another MX Bikes video, and today guys we have brand new animations here in MX Bikes. Now I have to clarify before there's any more questions in the comments, this is not a game update, these are mods. All right, now both of the animation packs that have been uploaded to mods in the last few days are going to be linked in the description. I'm going to be going through both of them today, trying to show you all of the different animations, and today we're not going to be making a tutorial video, but I will say this: the only hard part about downloading these is finding the correct place to put them in. All right, there is two MX Bikes folders on your PC. You have one in documents, and then you're going to have one that you're going to have to locate through the program files, then click on Steam, then Steam apps, common, and then the MX Bikes file. Okay, so you have to use the Steam folder. This isn't the same folder that you put your tracks in, your bikes, your mods, your skins. It's a completely different set of folders. Okay, and then you just follow the instructions on MXV mods. You will be able to have this work in literally 3 minutes. It takes no time at all to put these files in. It's super simple. So I just want to clarify that this isn't a tutorial, but it's very easy to do. Just follow the instructions. First, we're going to talk about the new animation pack that was released by Insane, who's done so much for this game. He started this new project. I'm not sure how he did this. I don't even know how he knew this was possible to do, to make custom animations. He knows a lot more than I do. I never thought this was possible, guys. This is a really big deal for the game, but he made multiple menu animations, and he actually made a whole YouTube video teaching people how to make these, which I think is really cool. So if anyone's smart enough, they should probably go watch that and learn how to make their own. But I'm just using this one right here where he's standing behind the bike and he's got his arms over it, and you guys can see, if you look really closely, the rider is moving. Like, he looks like he's alive. It kind of looks like a Mii character. When you used to open the Wii and try to select your Mii, that's what it looks like. The character's just kind of sitting there like floating. I don't know, I think it's really cool. And there's multiple that he has in the pack. I just chose this one, but you guys can choose one where he's like sitting right here. There might be another one where he's leaning against the back or something like that. There's multiple different ones. I chose this one, but now we're gonna get into the game, and I'm gonna show you guys the best part of all this. All right, so now we're gonna go through all the gestures with the hands. All right, so the first gesture we're going to show you is the raise hand gesture. All right, so when I hold down M on my keyboard, which is the bind I have, your bind is probably different. You're gonna have to go into your settings and look. If I hold down M, look at that, we have an animated wave. This in itself is so sick. Now there's a little bit of clipping with my arm there. You guys can see, if you look at the left, it's like invisible. That's just because my FOV is pretty high, and also my camera position. Maybe you could make it to where you don't really have that clipping. Either way, it's not a big deal. While you're riding, it probably looks way different than when you're stationary as well. I've noticed. It's actually tested right now. Look at that. See how it goes to a normal position when you're riding? I've noticed that with animations. So yeah, absolutely sick. That is the raise arm gesture though. And then the next gesture is the complaint gesture. Right now, kids, cover your eyes. I'm giving him the Joe. I'm giving him the Johnson. Giving him a little bit of a fingy. Yeah, I mean, listen, I think a lot of people have probably wanted this in the game for a while. I'm gonna be using this probably a lot, and it's gonna be hilarious. So W Insane for adding the fingy, bro. We had to have it, dude. It's one of those things we had to have. And then the next one is the wind gesture, which is the finger gun. Cooper Webb obviously used the fingy before. I wish you could like look back. If I go to third person, I wish you could look back and like use it, but you can't. You can only use it when you're looking forward, which I don't know. It's fine. I think that's pretty cool. Like, I could gesture this at someone if they like took me out, and then I could go and just pile drive them. It'd be pretty funny. All right, there's gonna be some funny moments with these. And then the next one is the angry gesture, which is the head shake. As you can see right here, it has been animated differently, I'm pretty sure. I don't think this was the default one. A little bit more realistic, I'd say. I think that's pretty sick, and I don't think it shakes your head in first person. No, it just kind of gives you that animation. It's still working, but it's not like moving your camera, if you know what I mean. So that's all the animations in Insane's pack, except one more, guys. Okay, so you guys know the button you click to throw tear-offs, right? We just got one of the best animations in the history of this game. We got leg swag. Now, if you guys don't know what leg swag is, I'm pretty sure this originated from Justin Bogle. When he won his regional Supercross title in 2014, apparently at some Supercross rounds, even mid-race, he was throwing the leg out over some jumps. And I don't really remember that. I was big into watching the sport when I was a kid, that 2012, 2013, 2014 era, Ryan Villapoto, James Stewart, those times. Honestly, I probably watched the race where this stuff really all started, but I don't remember it. So did some research on it last night. It turns out a lot of people in 2014 did not like the term leg swag. I was reading a Swap Moto thread. Dudes were pissed, bro. They were calling it corny, cringe. Like, listen, I think it's pretty sick, all right? Leg swag, like, I've heard much worse terms for other things beings in the world. I don't even think it's that bad, but anyway, who cares? This is so sick. And when we get into Phantom's pack, which is what we're going to do right now, I'm going to talk a little bit more about leg swag because he's made some different sort of variations of it that look really cool and are even automated, which I think is what a lot of people want. Before we do that though, the only issue with this is that the left hand does kind of go off the bars when you're in the air. Like, so if I come back to this jump here where we threw it for the first time in this video, you guys can see the hand, see how it comes off down. It looks cool. Like, don't get me wrong, it looks cool. Is it realistic? Not really. I don't know if it was even meant to happen like this. Maybe it was. I don't think so. But as we look at the Phantoms pack, he's actually fixed this using a bit more of an automated way of doing this, more centered for screenshots. So we're going to go look at that. Let's get right into it, boys. All right, so that's all for Insane's pack. Now we're going to look at Phantom's pack. And boys, oh my God. So obviously we got the leg swag there, but we didn't have to click a button, okay? It happens automatically, and also the left hand stayed on the bars. Now, the reason it's automatic is because this is meant for screenshots. That, guys, that was, anyways, yeah, the reason it's automatic is because it's meant for screenshots. It's called screenshot leg swag, and basically how it works is when you lean the bike over and you are standing, your leg will come off of the bike. So you're not going to want to run this 24/7. Again, it's just meant for screenshots and, you know, edits if you're making edits, stuff like that, right? You're not going to be running this 24/7. You're not going to see a bunch of pro riders running the automatic. The reason is because the leg comes off a lot, even when you're on the ground, unrealistically. And so if I was turning left here and I didn't have auto set on, but I mean, I guess you can kind of see it. See how it engages right there? See how it kind of glitches? So you're not going to want to run it 24/7. It still, though, is really, really cool. It's going to be great for screenshots, edits, amazing animation. But we got a lot more to go over here in the Phantom pack. All right, the next thing we're going to look at is Phantom's leg swag. But this is just the regular tear-off animation. So it looks about the same as Insane's, except he actually has put 2 folders in. They can allow you to do it on each leg. So you can only have one equipped at one time. So whichever leg you want to get the screenshot on, or whichever leg you think are going to be whipping the hardest and throwing that leg out on, that'll be the one that you choose. But he's allowed us to do it on each leg, not just the left leg, which Insane's pack only had us do it on the left, but now we can do it on both. Next up, we got a couple more gestures. So if we click the raise hand gesture, something weird happens here, all right? He reaches back. If I go into third person and I hold it, it looks like he's reaching back for the fender, and then the right leg is coming off. Unfortunately, my bind for this is my keyboard, so I can't like whip into it. I'm gonna have to rebind it. Looks quite interesting. All right, I'm gonna hold it down while throwing a whip to the left. Look at that. Wait a second, did I do it right? We're gonna analyze this in ultra slow-mo. So I hold it down. Look at that. He reaches back for the fender. I think that's what this is. I'm pretty sure. I mean, it makes sense. It actually worked pretty good. He didn't quite get the fender, though. It could work on different bike models, but if I, like, stop it here... Pretty sick, bro. We're doing the leg swag, and we're grabbing the back of the bike. Oh, my God, dude. Holy, dude, that is so sick, bro. Like, I never thought this type of stuff was possible. Like, I really didn't. I don't know who the hell figured this out. Insane, Phantoms, I think L21 was also working on this. I don't know who it was, but this is insane, dude. The freestyle guys, you guys are lucky. You're lucky bastards. All right, Phantoms has also made a few more gestures with the hands that are a bit different. The first one's gonna be the angry gesture, which was obviously the middle finger with Insane's pack, and this one's much of the same, but it tells a bit of a different story. As you can see, when I click it, it leaves frame. If you guys look at that shadow in the bottom left, though, you can see what's going on there. Dude, this one is the supreme disrespect, bro. Like, just, you're not messing with the dude behind you, bro. You're like, just get away from me, dude. All right, I gotta throw a nasty freaking oppo here. Oh, no. Just imagine with me for a second. You're following a guy, and he just does this to you, bro. Like, bro, me personally... I'm not taking that type of disrespect, brother. All right, the next emote we got is also with the hand. It's replacing the finger gun. We got one of these. You can't really see it, can you? Why can't we see it? There it is. It's like giving like the stoke sign, the gnarly sign. I don't even know exactly what it's called. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty sick. I like it. I think it'd be really, really sick for edits, more like slow motion type of shots that you can actually see it, kind of what the hands are doing. But yeah, just another really, really cool animation. And then I'm pretty sure the shake head gesture is basically the same as Insane's. I could be wrong. Maybe it's just the default one and they never created it at all. So those are the two new hand ones. And then obviously you got the leg swag automatic and then the leg swag manual. The next animation we're gonna look at here replaces the tear off. So it's kind of the same as the leg swag. You're not gonna be able to have this and leg swag, but it is like a helmet adjust animation, or you're grabbing your helmet for whatever reason. My only thought is that you'd grab your helmet to adjust it. I don't know any other reason would be. Because you're not pulling a tear off if you're just grabbing the snout of the helmet. So I don't know exactly why that's there, but it does look pretty sick. Kind of see what it looks like here if you're trying to take a screenshot. What if you put like a fat just Snoop Dogg blunt in his freaking hand? Like, bro, I don't know what the possibilities are, bro. Imagine you put like a milkshake in his hand or something. You could also edit it in. I mean, listen, there's a lot of things you could edit in this situation. I think it's pretty damn sick though, and just another great animation. And that's about it, guys. We went over the Insane animation pack and then also Phantoms. I'm guessing they're probably going to update this moving forward. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe add more animations. That I'll probably cover that in like a YouTube short or something. But I did think this deserved a full video. I just think this is a big deal for the game, and obviously it is just looks, like it is just cosmetic changes. But sometimes it's the little things, like these little changes, these little updates. And sometimes I just wish Pabosa would put in, you know, 4 or 5 hours of dev work just every week, like working on things like this, little tiny tweaks, little animations, because he made all the base game stuff. I mean, I bet Pabosa could sit down and make that leg swag animation in 5 hours maximum. Like, he could just bust that out. But unfortunately, he doesn't really work on the game much, so you just don't really know what's possible. Because again, I said earlier in the video, I never thought that this was possible. I would have never thought that someone could just make animations, bro. Custom animations. I had no idea. It's like, what else can you customize? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know. Yeah, I think it's sick. I think a lot of people are gonna love this, especially guys that do freestyle stuff and like the edits. And obviously me, I love to get a little bit schmeezy. So shout out Insane, shout out Phantom, shout out L21. Absolute goats for doing this. And I'll see you guys out on the track getting schmeezy. Make sure to download these animations, babe.